here are my final thoughts on Hero of Ages. I did not provide very many reading updates for this because I flew through it. So here are just all my thoughts in one place. This might be a little bit long, but go ahead and hit that 2x speed. But first of all, the world building in all of Mistborn is just truly unmatched. It's so airtight, so precise. That alone is worth reading Sanderson. That's what makes me understand that hype for him, period. So creds to Mr. Sanderson. But also, I really appreciated getting to see Vin and Elend kind of fighting together, since Elend is much more powerful than he was previously. So getting to see him fulfill all these different roles, even if that's not really what he saw himself doing, I thought that was really great to see them get to fight together, and he now understands that part of her and that power, which I think she really needed from him. So I really appreciated that. And then also, I thought Spook's storyline in this was really interesting, and it kind of is representative of something I like about Mistborn in general as well, how he's going through this personal struggle, but then it's also asking these more existential questions along the way with, what are you willing to overlook, not ask questions about, if you are getting the thing you desire so deeply, which in his case was power. So I thought that was really interesting, and I really appreciated that. However, there are some things that I have some reservations about. And first of all, on that list is just how the Lord Ruler was handled, or I would more so say mishandled in this book. There was many opportunities to just have a more complex view of him, but there was so many moments where people on the crew were talking about him in a fairly positive light, which, don't get me wrong, he absolutely had foresight for the good of humanity with the storage caverns and making sure people survive. But there were so many times where even Vin or other crew members were just remarking on how smart he was, and like he really had it figured out. But it just felt so simplistic, and like everyone forgot that he enslaved their people for a millennium. That was just so confusing to me, and I felt like it could have been handled a lot better in a more nuanced, complex way. And I don't necessarily think that Sanderson is making the case for the Lord Ruler being a good person or that it's totally justifiable, but it didn't feel like it gave enough weight to just how terrible he was, and I didn't think that was super clear. And there's even a moment later in the book where Sazed refers to Rayshek as a good man. And don't get me wrong, I understand he was corrupted by Ruin, but even still, he's not good. Like, he wasn't good before. Okay.